Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is multipart SMSs. How and why to send multipart SMSs. This I will be describing in this video. Another is optional parameters. What are the submit SM optional parameters and how to set the optional parameters when sending the submit SM. So these two things I will be describing in details today. So friends, before starting, let me show you I have already uploaded videos related to SMPP. There are multiple videos I have uploaded. This is a continuation of the Submit SM video. So this video I have already uploaded, and this video I have described all the mandatory parameters, how to set the mandatory parameters and how to send SMSs. I recommend you to check this video first before starting this video. So friends, let's start today's topic. So before understanding, before going deep into the optional parameters, let's first see why we need to send multipart SMSs and how to send multipart SMSs. So here is the things that I have described in my earlier video. So here it is a mandatory parameter while sending a mandatory parameter submit SM. So here we can set the text short message text here. But if the short message text exceeds 254 octets, then it has to divide it into multiple SMSs. So there is a restriction in the GSM app side. So there it cannot send more than 254 octets. So this is why it is restricted to this. So it depends on the network when we send the SMSs. What is the length of these SMSs it supports? So it describes if it exceeds 254 octets, then it has to send as a multipart SMSs. So that multipart SMSs basically is sent with the in optional parameters. So what are the optional parameters that are required? So while sending a multipart SMSs, I will be coming to these values, tag length value, all these optional parameters, how tag length values are set. This I will come later. But first you see how the multipart SMSs are sent. So here the when you send a multipart SMSs, so like if I exceed 254 octets, then here it is set as the segments. Like if there are two segments, three segments, it can be divided based on the size of the SMS. So length of the SMS. So if it is multiple segments, this case it defines the total segments in one variable, one parameter header. Then it defines the segment sequence number like first message, second message, third message, like this. And there is one flag, more messages to send until the messages are completed. So let's see a real example. So here I have sent a multipart SMS. So my ESMA bind with the SMSC bind transceiver. Then I got a bind transceiver response. Then I sent a multipart SMS here. So let's see how this multipart SMS is constructed. So here you can see that this is my multipart SMSs. So this is the first part of the SMS. So I just for testing purpose I have set it like this. So once it exceeds the value, then I so this SMS is divided into two SMSs. So here you can see the first SMS is sent, and here is the optional parameter. Total segments, two segments I have set, segment sequence number, first SMS sequence number, then is the reference number. It's for it used for referencing the two SMSs. So this is the first part of the SMS. Then comes to the second part. So the rest of the data is sent in the second part. So this is the second part of the SMS where rest of the data is sent. So this is the again is same second SMS. It says the sad total segments number. So it is two segments. then segment sequence number, it is the 2 is the segment sequence number. Earlier one was 1 and this is the second sequence number. So this is how it sends. So here you can see that the second segment is sent. So this is how the multipart SMS is sent. Now let's come to the point where we are discussing about the optional parameters. So the optional parameters, so SMPP, I already described about the mandatory parameters. So and now we are describing about the optional parameters. Now as a developer, if you want to parse an SMPP request, how you will parse? So SMPP already described the mandatory parameters for every message like submit SM, deliver SM. All these messages it describes the mandatory parameter and the optional parameter. Mandatory parameters are fixed length parameters or variable length parameters are there, and here optional parameters are like tag length value. So every optional parameter has a tag, then have its length and the value. So this is how the optional parameters are defined. So if you see here, there are multiple or submission has multiple parameters like user message reference, source port, source address, subunit, destination port, destination address, subunit. There are multiple parameters are there. So I will be describing all these parameters one by one. So here. These are also optional parameters like when we send multiple SMSs. So these SAR total segments, SAR segment sequence number, more messages to send. These are all optional parameters. Now these optional parameters, while you construct as a developer, if you want to construct a submit as a message with multiple SMSs, so while setting these optional parameter, you have to set it as tag length and value parameters. Now, what is the tag, what is the length, and what is the value? So, if I see this example here, where I have sent, and here you can see that the Wireshark can decode these parameters. Like up to these, Wireshark knows its mandatory parameters. Here the optional, here is the end of the mandatory parameters, and it automatically detects this is the optional parameters start here. So how the optional parameters are constructed is like this: tag, length, and value. So these SAR total segments, the tag is this. This is a fixed value, fixed octet value. So this value means that the SAR total segments. So then the length of this, and then then the value of this. So that the SAR total segments length is 1 and value is 2. So similarly said, SAR segment sequence number. The tag length of this is 20F. This is 20E, 20F. So these values are already defined in standards. So these are static values. These we have to set while sending an SMS. So SAR segment sequence number, then length and value. So this is how it is set. Now let's see. So all optional parameters are like this. Now depending on the situation, which optional parameter you want to use or which optional parameter you don't want to use, based on that you will add these parameters while sending an SMS. Now let's see here. So let's discuss about the optional parameter tag values. So this up to 0 is reserved for this. These to this 1 to FF. This is for SMPP defined optional parameters. These also reserved for use, future use. These are also SMPP. This range is also defined as SMPP defined optional parameters. These are SMPP protocol extensions. So these to these six hex 600 to hex 10FF. This is defined as protocol extensions. This again is reserved. This range is also defined as SMPP defined optional parameters. These are for SMPP vendor specific optional parameters. If SMPP wants to add, SMSC wants to add something specific, then this range it can use. I mean, these are SMPP proprietary optional parameter tags values, and these are reserved. So here I have described so many. So here this is one table where the values are defined. Like, I will be describing all this in my next video. So these parameters I will be describing in next video, but here you can see that the optional tag definitions, what are the values of these optional parameters. Previously, I already shown you this SAR message reference number 20C, then total SAR total segments 20E, SAR total sequence number, segment sequence number 20F. So while I have constructed and sent an SMS, so this is the value 20E I have set. So in the table is defined as 20E. So these are the static values we have to copy, and while writing program we have to copy these tag values, and length and value we have to set accordingly. So friends, this is how the optional SMPP optional parameter works. So I have only described about the multipart SMSs optional parameters. I'll be describing other parameters like these all parameters. I will be describing one by one in my next videos. So, friends, this is all about the optional parameters and multipart SMSs. So friends, thanks for watching. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So here is my channel. I have uploaded more videos related to C, Boyep, SS7, Citron, then C, C++, then OpenSafe's Camellia related, plus CP traffic testing tool related videos. So friends, if you are interested like WebRTC videos, so all protocol related, telecom protocol related videos I have uploaded. So here are most of the SMPP and SMSC related video, and here I mean SS7 and SMSC related video like Citron, then SSCP TCAP memo, all I will be uploading in my next videos. So friends, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, like and share these videos. If you subscribe to my channel, if I will upload new video, you will get a notification here. So friends, thanks for watching my video.